Sharp King here, coming at you with another episode from ChooseYourRelationships.com off of Love Can't Wait, which can be found on Amazon.com. And I got a question from a long-time subscriber, and he wanted to know, how do you deal with a situation when your wife is cheating on you and you've been together for 17 years, you got kids, house, cars, real estate, assets, and you have a lot of time together and family? What do I recommend? He want to know, what do I recommend and what options do we have? Man, if you find out that your wife is cheating on you after 17 years, man, it really depends. Really depends on the type of relationship y'all have. But just based on what he wrote me in an email, I would say you have at least 3 options. At least. Probably more. But it's really going to depend. Because I know a couple. I have a friend. He's like 62 years old. And they've been married for, my goodness, 30 years. Right? And he know his wife be messing around from time to time. And he be messing around from time to time too. But after being together for so long, he look at it like it's an investment. It's 30 years, and we done accumulated a bunch of stuff together, investments, house, cars, real estate, and whatever else they accumulated together. So he told me, he said, what I'm going to do, I'm going to get a divorce. Get a divorce and do what? Get a divorce and go back in the dating world? And date who? He said, I'm 62 years old. Who the hell I'm going to date? He said, it's having sex with somebody from time to time is one thing, but date, like starting all over from scratch at 62? He said, I don't think so. So sometimes, he said, you got to take one for the team. Sometimes, it's hard for a lot of guys to imagine another man laying down with their woman. But he said, as you get older, you start to put things in perspective. And, it's like, you don't own this woman. She's just, she's like a business partner. And that's what marriage is. So he's 62. So his perspective would be different from somebody that's in the 40s, or in the 30s, and definitely in the 20s. So this guy, he's in his 40s. He's been together for 17 years, got 2 kids, and all this stuff. So the first thing you can do is you can charge it to the game. I mean, you're in the 40s, you can get back out there. You can, I guess, depending on what state you live in, I don't know what state you live in, you can, if y'all get a divorce, or if y'all come to some agreement on who's going to get what, house or cars or investments or whatever, you can move on, she can move on. And y'all can, I guess, come up with some solution about, as far as the kids, who's going to take custody, full custody or whatever, or joint custody or whatever, If y'all 2 mature adults can come up with a conclusion, so you could charge it a game if y'all can work that out. So that's the first option. And the second option is you can give her a warning. you can say, hey, I know what's going on. You know, I got proof, you know, that you've been sneaking around on me or whatever. You know, so you give her a warning. You say, hey, if you do that again, this is going to happen. You know, so you give her a warning. Second thing. And the last option is you can have an open relationship, bro. Really. Now, I'm not the moral police, but what I will say is sneaking around is not the way. Now, I'm not the moral police, but I'm highly recommending anybody. Sneaking around is not the way to go. I mean, I don't care what type of relationship you have, but sneaking around in this today, in this climate today, with technology and cell phones, it's not the way. Look at some of these celebrities, man. You know, they're being embezzled for money. You know, whether they did what they did or not, I don't know. But I know that a lot of these celebrities, they got footage of them on camera, and they got pictures of them in hotel rooms and in cars and in areas where, or in situations where people are threatening to put them on blast because they have footage and pictures of them and they want money. So sneaking around is not the way today. What I would say is try to get down to the bottom of what's behind your wife sneaking out behind your back. Why is she doing it? Is she lacking in some type of way, or does she just need some more action in the bedroom, or you know, find out the reasoning behind it, and then y'all might be able to work that thing out in some type of way. But I'm telling you, sneaking around in this day and time, in this climate today that we live in, is not the way. Now, I know some guys will damn near lose their mind, you know, when just the image of another man sleeping with a woman will run some guys crazy. They'll be like, you know, I don't want no parts of her no more. But that sounds simple, but it's not so easy all the time, because when you're young, you can kind of do all that, because you still have, I guess you feel like you still have time to grow and move on and move forward, and eventually you have the opportunity to meet somebody else if you want. But as you get older, you start to see things from a different perspective, and you don't have that much time as you get older versus when you were younger. When you're in that 40s and 50s and 60s, you're not going to be so fast to pull the plug and throw in the towel. I'm telling you. So, you know, unless you're in a violent situation, you know, okay, that's a little different. You know, you might want to get out of that. But if someone's just sneaking around on you and you find out, I mean, a lot of times y'all can work that thing out. You know what I'm saying? Really. You know, because, hey, it's hard out in these streets. And who wants to go through a legal system that's already biased, and when attorneys get involved, it becomes like a game of winning and losing. You know, and this, they're all about them dollars anyway. They're not really thinking about you. They're not working in your best interest. They're working to their game. The game with attorneys is to suck as much money as they can out of you as quick as possible. So if they have to turn you against each other, hey, they'll do it, because they know that's going to help them get even more money out of you. So, you know, those are the three options. You can charge her the game, give her a warning, or have an open relationship, man. You know, that's what I would do. But sneaking around, man, is not the way. And see, the problem with sneaking around is you get people try to embezzle you out of money. They try to hustle you out of money. Plus, a lot of times when a woman is sneaking around, I know one of my partners that I've been known for a long time. A lot of times, the person that's on the outside that the woman is sneaking around with, a lot of times they're trying to plot and scheme to you know they're trying to get a check. They're trying to get something from the couple sometimes. But and what happens is the woman, she's, you know, she wants to have a good time. She's having a good time with this other guy that's on the side, and the husband doesn't really know what's going on. He doesn't know who she's dealing with. And what happened with my man is the guy ended up setting my man up, you know, and he got caught off guard because he didn't know any. He never seen this guy before. He don't know who he is, you know. He never seen the guy in his life. But lo and behold, he found out that his wife was sleeping with the guy, and the guy secretly wanted to be with her. But so that type of stuff. See, when you open up the door to sneaking around on the side and your partner don't know what's going on, sometimes that can really mess the whole family up, mess and destroy the whole relationship. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say sneaking around is really not the way. So I think it's just a good idea to put everything up front. And I know it's going to be uncomfortable. I know it's going to be uncomfortable. I know. But in the long run, you know, it's just a wise decision to put everything up front. That way you won't open up the door to a lot of BS. You know what I'm saying? So if you like what you heard, subscribe to my video, subscribe to my channel, buy my book, join my Players Club, check out my website, chooseyourrelationships.com. Until next time, I'm out. Peace.